Dead people coming in. I ain't even made it yet. What's going on, folks? Oh, just had me a pretty good dinner. Chilling out for a minute. Wow, 7 people and no likes. You'd think y'all get tired of hearing me asking about the likes. Michael, what's up? Sea Hill, Josh, Venom, JJ. Y'all done decided you don't like me? Well, that's a hell of a place to be, Venom. You could get in trouble there. Imperial, what's up? You're a little bit early on the New Year's now. I know we're on a different time zone, but not that much. Y'all hit that thumbs up button for me. Thank you. There's 3 now. 4. Huh. Well, I've got one to deliver on the 24th, but it's right there in Houston. Yeah, well, at least he helped you, Josh. In Idaho, and you live in Illinois. Yeah. See, now my dispatcher's been dispatching a while, long enough that he should know some stuff. And I knew Monday when he told me he had this El Paso run that things could go bad. So I told it to Grandma. And boy, he just about messed up. 12 people and 4 likes. Hell, if y'all don't like me, I'll just shut her down and go to bed. I ain't seen it that low on likes in a long time. What up, Paul? Long time no see. Yeah, Hill, I tried last night twice and notifications just weren't going out. Now I've got somebody that is getting off on going through my videos and live streams and giving me a thumbs down. One of them got like 6 thumbs down. I was just in there eating and somebody made a comment on one of them. It's got 6 thumbs down. I'm like, what kind of nonsense is that? I've got a whole bunch of thumbs up, but I really don't get it. If they don't like my videos, why do they keep watching them? I wouldn't keep watching someone's videos I didn't like. That's why I don't like. That's why I don't watch my videos. Do I have a kitchen in my truck? No, this ain't one of them kind of trucks. I've got a microwave and I got an ice box. And I actually have a Burton stove back there for emergencies. Well, actually, it ain't really for emergencies. went messing with it at the house. It didn't want to work off that little inverter, so I brought it out here to see if it was working, and it is. I ain't cooked in one of them in a long time now. It goes back to pork chop days when me and Pork Chop ran together. Sure do miss that man. He was a real brother. Old school trucker, old school biker. He was just old school. Damned old jarhead. Partner, you got a running light out. See, now people like that, they ain't run around for a year and not get harassed. Let me have one light go out and somebody wanted to pull me over and ticket me for it. Well, we're barely at 50% on the thumbs up. Some of y'all still deciding if you like the show or not. Thank you, Paul. Had me some roast beef and a baked tater in there. And the food was good. I was messing around on the internet. They had TV on. Wrestling. There's at some army base, I don't know where. But wrestling. But when I was there, them kids' age, I was watching that wrestling too. But man, I tell you what, I watched a few seconds of it here and there, literally. They're not even good actors anymore. Or else I was real gullible back then. Well, at least we're up to 2/3. Who you calling a troll there, Hill? A lot of trucks don't have a fridge. I didn't say I didn't have a fridge. I said I got a microwave and a fridge. And if they didn't have one built in, guess what? I'd have one sitting over there in that seat. $100, you can have one. Exactly, Imperial. There's no reason to be out here without a cooler. Thing is, I still see people buying ice. I see some with, and it's road trucks. I could understand it if you was a local and didn't stay out overnight very often. I hear you, Paul. Well, I'm glad you made it in, brother. Well, it depends. Is it your truck, Imperial? Now, a good APU unit's going to run you approximately, well, anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000, depends upon what you get. A generator's going to be noisy, but at least with an APU, they're a little bit noisy as they get older, but you can run your heater and AC type stuff off of, but they're not cheap. And to be honest with you, from the people I've heard that have a clue, they say it's real hard for that APU to pay for itself. However, it'll save you some money and it increases the resale value of your truck. Now you do the math. An idling truck normally idles a gallon an hour. That's a good average. An APU unit will burn approximately a gallon every 10 hours. So you do your math and you decide if it would help you or not. A generator, you got to be careful because you got to carry gas and be able to chain it up, all this other good stuff. That ain't good. They don't like you carrying gas in these trucks. But now an inverter, that ain't going to do much for keeping you warm or cool. But it will definitely give you access to having power in your truck, which can be a plus. That being said, if you got a microwave, I have to idle my truck to run my microwave. It just pulls too much wattage, it'll drain my batteries. So that's why I idle it. Oh. Oh, ain't no big deal, JJ. Take care of business. Well, a generator, you're not even talking, it depends upon what you're talking about for a generator, man. You talking about putting your little box on the side and having one in the side? If you're going to do that, that's what I'm saying. You're going to have gas and stuff to run it. It's, you can get a decent one, have it piped into your tanks. It depends upon what you're wanting to do. What do you want to do? What are you needing power for? Are you just wanting electricity to run your microwave and stuff? Or are you wanting something to help keep you warm? Warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Just depends upon what you want to do. Carlos, what's up? Did you go read that comment? Did you find that comment I told you about? Stone's doing fine. He got home yesterday for his Christmas stuff. He's been on a pretty good little gig, a UPS gig. So, it's trucking, you know. He's had his complaints, but overall he's doing good. Every once in a while, I got to kick him in the butt, tell him quit crying. I wouldn't get no gas generator. Yes, I'm old. I call it icebox, refrigerator, whatever. Where I'm from, it's the same thing. Well, if you're a company driver, you got to get their permission to do anything. So I would be talking to them about what they would allow you to do. Oh, on the thumbs down and stuff, yes, you're probably right, C-Hill. Well, now that's not a given that your tri-pack is going to heat your diesel and stuff. That's called a winter kit. Oh, that's more money. They do not all come like that. What up, Fee? Josh, are you even a truck driver? Some of your comments don't make sense. Just idle the truck and ride your warranty out and trade it in. Do you have a clue what diesel costs to just idle a truck? That's why everybody tries to get away from idling the truck. If he's an owner-operator to ride out his warranty and just trade it in, he gonna spend a lot of damn money just idling his truck. Well, exactly, Carlos. You seen my comment to him. I debated on knocking his comment off, and I didn't go there. I just rebutted him pretty hard. But help me keep an eye out. If he makes any more comments like that, I'll give him one warning, and then his buddy get kicked off the channel. Bull hauling, huh? Oh. I'm older than dirt, but younger than the rocks. There's Jim Dunn. There goes the neighborhood. You're always late, Jim. We don't start it early. You just always come in late. Exactly, Imperial. And Walmart don't want you to idle. I did, but they don't like it. Well, because of state laws and county laws. You can get big fines for idling. Well, that ain't all bad, Imperial. Get you a good one, though. You got to get over 1,500 watts. And let them install it for you. And then when you leave, you take it with you. Well, you're quite welcome, Michael. Thank you for watching them. There's one or two I've got up there. I hope you're just going through them all. There's a little preaching on there too now. It won't hurt you. It really is painless. No, I don't care at all. No, it was somebody that made a rude comment on a video where I was responding to somebody, and someone else came on there making a real rude comment that actually pissed me off. But no, if he can help you get your little picture up there, by all means. Well, thank you, Paul. I've had a couple other YouTubers that have acknowledged my channel, and I've got several people that came over from them, which is really awesome. One of them was quite a while back. That was Trucker Jim. I don't know if we've talked since then or not. But I still get them trickling in from his channel. Then there was Guilty 718 or something. Guilty in some numbers. He watched one of my videos and acknowledged it and shared it on his channel. And I've gotten, I don't know, over 50 from his channel. Are you trying to say Democrats don't like me, C. Hill? Me? What would I say to offend a Democrat? Well, why wouldn't I be allowed to smoke in my truck? I wouldn't drive the truck if I wasn't allowed. This is my home. I spend 24 hours a day, 5 days a week in this truck. When I was over the road, it was 7 days a week. And you stop and think about it, I'm lucky to be out of this truck 1 to 2 hours a day. Talking to shippers, receivers, pumping fuel, using the bathroom. Other than that, I'm in this truck all the time. And I smoke like a freight train. If I couldn't smoke in this truck, I wouldn't drive it. I will not drive for a company that won't let me be comfortable. No, I never did say. Yeah, it's Stormy's birthday is what Jim Dunn's trying to say, his wife. I'm in Salt Flat, JJ. Salt Flat, Texas. Well, there you go, Imperial. I hear you. Me too, Paul. The last month or so over here has been pretty rough, and I ain't sure if it's the company or if it's just me. You know, I do get to be a little grumpy and disgruntled. So that's what me and Grandma have been talking about the last couple of days, you know. Is it me or is the company jacking with me or what? Oh. Well, that's their problem, P. I'm not going to not smoke in this truck because a non-smoker might get it. If somebody goes to get this truck and they can't handle the smell, guess what? They need to go tell the company, I don't want that truck. But over here, they'll detail this truck. And when I'm done with this truck in March, they'll have it detailed and then it gets traded in. But the stuff you're talking about, I'm not worried about. It's the company's call. They either want me to drive their truck or they don't want me to drive their truck. If they want me to drive my truck, guess what? I smoke. There's a lot of restaurants that I'm not allowed to smoke in because of non-smokers. There's a whole lot of places I can't smoke anymore because of non-smokers. That's enough. If you want me to drive your truck, I smoke. I will be smoking in the truck. End of discussion. I do not give a damn who gets my truck next. Ain't my problem. And I ain't being rude, and no, I ain't mad. I'm just telling you point blank. That's how it is. And my company seems to want me to drive their truck. Well, no, I don't think she forced him to come in. I think she forces him to go out. She's ready to run his butt off. Imperial's been here a while. He's been very active. He's been very vocal on the live streams and stuff. I like that. You know? Yeah, I get what miles I'm supposed to get. Yep. See, Paul, you know me real well, don't you? Well, my Mountain Dew's over there. I can't reach it right now. But I do have some in my cup. Thank you very much. Next people are going to be asking me, how can I drink Mountain Dew in my truck, right? Well, Josh, that's something every driver has to decide how to handle. Well, first you got to be out here long enough to realize that it's the company that's wasting your hours, or a broker, or a shipper, or a receiver, or you. I heard that one of our drivers got rode up for taking more than a 10-hour break. He took like a 14-hour break. I'm like, that don't sound right. They never say anything to me about how long a break I take. And there was a couple of drivers that was up in arms over it. So I know a couple people here and there in this company. So I started making inquiries as to why in the world one of our drivers would get rode up for taking too long of a break. Well, it turned out that they took a 14-hour break and they was 2 hours late delivering their load, which cost them have to reschedule. If that's the case, then guess what? Yes, you deserve to be rode up, and you got real poor time management skills. So, yeah, I don't blame the company for being mad. Now, if you was sick, that's a whole different story, but nobody said anything about they was sick. This company's pretty slack on all that kind of stuff. They do not micromanage you or none of that. They give you your load. You go take care of your job. Do your job. Deliver the load. And most of our loads do not have appointments. We just show up and we deliver it. Our broker loads that brings us back to our yard, those have appointments. And we all know it. And everybody in trucking knows. Those scheduled appointments get to be real tight, if not impossible. But you do the best you can to make them, and taking a 14-hour break instead of a 10-hour break, if you ain't got a damn good excuse, then yeah, you need to, first off, even if you got a good excuse, you need to be held accountable, and you need to tell them why you took such a long break. And at that point, you know, she's doing a lot better. Well, Paul, I guess you didn't know it. Last weekend, she got a little touch of food poisoning from Walmart, eating one of those egg rolls. She grabbed an egg roll off that little hot bar they have at the end of the cash registers, and that was Friday night. Saturday morning, I had her in the emergency room. It tore her up pretty bad. But she's getting to be better. She ain't 100% her old self, which wasn't 100% anyway. She's getting too damn old. Me and you both, Imperial. That's why I get pretty aggravated with this one the last month or so. But like I said, I'm trying to determine why. Is it me? Because I am irritable right now. It'd be real easy for me to turn into a grumpy old polar bear. But I've told y'all in too many videos that all these companies are pretty much the same. So, you know, if I get mad and leave here, what am I going to get if I go to that company over there? You know, is it going to be better or worse than here? Better than here is going to be real slim shot. Worse than here is a more likely shot. So they haven't done anything yet that has pushed me away. They've got real damn close. I mean, that's kind of like Swift and Knight, all of them companies, CRST. You put all them in a bag and shake them up and pull a name out, and it don't matter, it would fit on any door. They don't like hearing that, but it's the truth. $16 people and 12 likes. Some of y'all are slagging on that like button. Y'all gotta help me out with that like button. I got somebody been trolling around and knocking down my like approval rating. I guess that fell on deaf ears. Well, I was telling the truth, JJ. Y'all hear me complain about this company. You hear me complain about trucking in general. You know? That's part of me. No sugar added, and I ain't gonna be lying about it. Ain't no perfect company, and this one sure ain't. Well, Josh, before you go getting your own authorities, you need to know trucking real good. I mean, real good. One of the biggest things that just I don't understand is these people coming out here and they got 2 years, 3 years under their belt, and then they want to be an owner-operator. So instead of becoming an owner-operator, they lease a truck. One of the dumbest moves you can do. If you don't know what you're doing, them companies are going to rape you. Oh my goodness. But if you know what you're doing and have a clue about trucking and truck lanes and how it all works, and you have customers to take care of, yeah, owner-operator's fine. You make good money at it. But if your idea of being an owner-operator is to go buy a truck and then lease it on with somebody, you're not going to make a whole lot much more money than any company driver. So that makes you a glorified company driver. So, I hear you, Michael. You don't want to hear my opinions of Prime. I drove for them. That's right, Paul. Hitting the like button don't cost nothing. Well, it depends upon the company, Imperial. Most small companies, you at least get treated right. You get treated like a person. You get a little bit of respect. You don't get all the benefits that you can get from some of the bigger companies. But even these mega companies, you don't get much for benefits from them. But at least these little companies, I don't have to, when I call them up, if I can get hold of anybody, because you usually got to do the Qualcomm. And Lord forbid you actually call them on the phone. And if you get somebody on that phone, you got truck 44392682. No, I'm not a person, I'm a truck. Grandma's been with me when I went in, because when I hire on with someone, I go talk to my dispatcher. And I'll tell him, I said, you hear this voice? Yeah. Well, recognize this voice. Get to know it. Because when I call in, I'm not giving you a truck number. I am not a truck. Thus, I am not a truck number. Get to know my name. Get to know my voice. Well, first you got to start by paying attention, Josh. Are you a truck driver right now? Leave it to Carlos. Lease a taco truck. At least if it fails, you'll have food. Well, JJ, I can believe that. That's actually, for a husband and wife team, $200,000 a year is not very much money. But see how that $200,000 a year, you got to take the truck notes, the insurance, the repairs. They're not taking home $200,000. I guarantee you, they're not taking that home. Their truck will generate that much. Well, how long you been driving, Josh? And what terminal are you running out of? What city? And I tell you, your best way to get started learning this stuff, go back into my playlist and go to my trucking videos and start watching and listening. And if you're paying attention and hearing what I'm telling you, you'll be learning. Some of it ain't gonna make sense. I've got 2 or 3 drivers out there right now that have told me that they listened to my videos before they got into trucking, and some of it just went over their head. Some of it they didn't think I had a clue what I was talking about. It can't really be like that. He's just a grumpy old man. Now that they're out here, they're telling me, dude, what you said is the truth. I can't believe it. Really? Huh. Schneider's a fairly decent company from my understanding. You've been driving 6 months. You got a long time to go till you're ready to pull the trigger on that. All right, it's real simple. You're out of the Des Moines area. I assume you live over there, correct? In that general area. Well, first thing you got to start doing is figuring out where they are going the most. Where is most of your loads generating from and to? Well, I am a grumpy old man, JJ. I acknowledge that. But the first thing that you have to do is start paying attention to what cities that you're running to the most. Those are called your traffic lanes. From Des Moines, where are you running? Are you going to Atlanta? You going to Charlotte? You going to Phoenix? Where are you going the most to? Where is your company going to the most? If you're regional, then you're not getting the big picture. You're only getting the local picture. Well, the problem with Schneider is they've got, and it ain't a problem with them, but with large companies, the problem for you is that they're hauling out of the large companies. To be a successful owner-operator, you need to start figuring out some people that could be your customer. And you're not going to stand much of a chance going into some place that Schneider is servicing and be able to get a contract with them. You need some of the smaller companies. But the whole thing is get to know what major cities are around you for where you want to go. And then you have to start figuring out who you can go talk to. I've said it a million times. Anybody can get a truck. Getting a truck is easy. $1,000 and you can have a truck. Believe it or not. Go to Select Truck, talk to them. For years, that's been their little gimmick, $1,000. They'll put you in a truck. Of course, now you'd still need a whole lot more money that people ain't telling you about. You actually need $30,000 to $50,000 in the bank, and 30 would be cutting it awful thin. But that's where you need to go watch my videos. I don't need to hash it all out here on this live stream. Everybody's heard it before. So you need to go watch some of my trucking videos and learn a little bit about trucking. And yes, all of this is covered in there in one video or another. What in the world is that? A Mellow Kitty something. I can't read it now. They done turned. Weird looking vehicle. Carlos is probably driving right now to try and get the family home. Well, before he does that, Paul, and Paul, just so you know why I read your message twice, I've got people that are watching, he's driving down the road, and they're like, dude, it's a one-sided phone call. Would you at least read the message that you're addressing? And Paul was telling Josh to find some old hands like me and offer to buy them a cup of coffee or meal at a truck stop and pick their brains. First, he needs to watch some videos and know what questions to ask them. Right now, he really don't even know what questions to ask them, and worse yet, is he won't know if they're just filling him full of crock of bull. We all know there's plenty of truck drivers out here that just love to hear themselves talk. Not me, I'm the quiet type. So first he needs to learn what he don't learn, what he don't know. Wish I took my cup in there and got me some ice while I was having dinner. Yeah, I'm out of ice. About out of that Mountain Dew there. Andrew, what's up? Somebody's sending me messages somewhere. Got 102 miles to my fuel stop. And then I have 553 miles to the house, so I'm 655 miles from the house. It's a good day's drive tomorrow, if the holiday traffic doesn't become an issue. The traffic shouldn't be an issue, it's them holiday oops. Not only does it ruin their day, it can ruin mine. So I stand a real good chance of being home tomorrow night. Hey, Grandma's a lucky old woman. I'll get home and kick the dickens out of her dog. I hear a train. Oh, me, oh my. There's Carlos. Huh. Well, cool, Andrew. Thank you. Howdy, Bobby. Ain't that awful? You just get off work and you got to go to bed. That's just like trucking, man. You get done trucking, you go eat a meal, and it's time to go to bed. I got to get up early in the morning. Well, I ain't got to, but I'm going to get up early in the morning. Like I said, I got 655 miles knocked out tomorrow, which is a lot in a slow truck. Take it easy, see hell. Better watch your mouth about Grandma's dog, JJ. That old woman will kick you hard. She won't care if you're in a wheelchair or not. Worse yet, she might turn that killer loose on you. You better be able to roll real damn fast. Because I've seen him run. He thinks he's fast. Picking on Grandma's dog. Next time she gets mad at me, I'm going to tell her about your comments on her dog. That'll be a good distraction. So if you see a little short Texas gal heading your way and she's packing, you might want to start rolling. Oh, Lordy. What up, Bad? Your video sure did create a lot of comments. Andrew, that is the truth, dude. Andrew said, no matter how much you think you know, the moment you buy a truck, you will learn you knew nothing at all. Yeah, you'll know something. You'll know you're the dumbass. Too late. You ain't retracting no statement. You done gave me a get out of jail free card. You fixing to take a butt whooping for me, buddy boy. Thank you very much. I got home in California. Now, where you at in California? That's where Carlos lives, and Big Mike's out there for the next few days. He's spending Christmas out there with some family. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. San Diego? Oh, man. I used to get in trouble in go to San Diego. I used to go to San Diego. I was out there at Camp Pendleton for quite a while. Well, it ain't so much they don't want the competition. It's just so hard anymore. Uh, if you go back in my videos, you'll see in Dallas where I was doing a video and I got out to go help a man slide his tandems. And he was an older black man right in front of me and he was fighting with it. And I got out, went to help him, and he went off on me like you would not believe. I've tried to help some of these younger ones back into places and had them tell me to go mind my own business. They knew what they was doing. Well, I knew what they was doing too. They was fixing to hit a damn truck. So it's real hard to try to give out advice anymore. Even if it's free advice, they don't want it. The majority don't want it. That's why I don't get out a whole lot anymore. That last one in Dallas, that burnt me. I mean, that burnt me bad. I'll bet since that time I ain't even got out and offered to help 2 or 3 people. Unless my truck is directly involved. It's ridiculous. So I'll stick to making my videos, and if folks need any advice from me, go watch my channel. You know, I'm getting too old now to shape to take a butt whooping or give one. So I sit in there like most truck drivers, just sit in my truck and watch and hit my air horn if they go to hit my truck. I know, that sounds terrible, don't it? Well, the other owner-operators is not your concern. They're not a problem. It's the big companies. They're your problem. Well, I might try to find yours, Andrew. Exactly, Imperial. That's why they don't lose. Thank you, Imperial. See? I know you're a Samoan and not a Mexican. Carlos, he says real Mexicans only eat tacos. Oh, Taco Bell's a joke, man. There's a reason I call it Taco Hell. Carlos says if you need to clean your system out, you go to Taco Hell. See, I've never been a big fan of fish tacos. Now, Grandma likes them. I've just never been a big fan. Now, I love fish. Maybe me and Grandma are to try to make some our own way. I hope she's up to doing a little bit of cooking. I didn't realize it. You know, I told you all I broke my our old deep fryer. I broke it last weekend while she was sick. So I went and bought another one. And I didn't realize it had to be assembled. I never even took it out of the box. And I was talking to her the other day, Tuesday or something, and letting her flirt with me. She likes to flirt with me a lot. I asked her what she was doing, and She was putting together that other deep fryer. That's pretty cool. And our kids knew when they was growing up that if they got anything where you had to look at that picture directions and put it together, just go ahead and write mama on it, because they knew I was not fooling with it. Which that blows her away. She's seen some of my work with wood, and I can build some pretty decent stuff out of wood. I used to have a wood shop, used to be a remodeler, and I can make it almost anything you want out of wood. But when it comes to them picture directions, oh, I get so frustrated. And when I do help Grandma with it, we've got a desk we got put together. I hand her the directions and I just sit back. I might help her sort out all the pieces, because she'll take that bag of bolts and stuff and she sorts them all out, all that, and then she'll literally go picture by picture, and I'll just sit back and say, you tell me what you want me to do. You give me what screw that you want to go where. Oh, so you did make it, Paul? Cool. Have you been keeping up with my cooking videos? Mine and Little Joe's. Have you kept up with them at all? If you haven't, JJ, I ain't got time, brother. I ain't got time to get work done in my place. Well, see, Bad, that's what I was telling you in that video, dude. It all depends upon the region you're in, on a lot of things. You go to some places and tell them you want a pop, and they're going to smack you. They don't realize you're talking about a soda pop. Or you go somewhere else, tell them you want a soda, and they ain't going to know what you're talking about. You got different attitudes and phrases and foods all over the country. And the best thing you can do is learn to embrace it. I've always been one that just loves to try new stuff. So, Carlos, didn't I send you that video about that octopus dish? Or no, it was squid. Didn't I send you that, Carlos? Oh, huh. Now I like, if you ever get down south, Bad, stop by one of the dadgummit, now I can't think of the name of them. It ain't a Valero. Maybe it is a Valero. But watch for the Laredo taco shops. They're in fuel stops. Pretty good eating, buddy. Now normally, and I parked at one last night, and they was closed last night, but I got to have me some breakfast this morning. They make a good breakfast burrito. So I had me 2 chorizo and egg breakfast burritos. Well, since I'm here, give me one out of that and one out of that. And I don't even try to pronounce it. Don't even ask what the names of it is, because I couldn't pronounce it anyway. Normally I'll ask them, is that hot? Because I don't do hot. I didn't ask this morning. So my breakfast was great. So about 3 hours later, I decided to eat one of these lunch burritos I'd got. Technically, it's a taco. And let me tell you, That boy didn't need no microwave. It was hot on its own. I ate about 2/3 of it, and the last third went out the window. That was just too hot for me. Like, you dummy, you knew better. So about 2 hours later, I got enough courage up to try that other one. And it was warm, and I could handle it. I ate all of it. But that first one, it was some big pieces of meat in there. And oh my goodness. And all I could think about is Carlos would be laughing at me and saying, that ain't even hot, man. Damn gringos. No, mine ain't $60. They're like 54. Well, you know, you and I was talking because that what I was going to mention to Paul was about that recipe the daughter-in-law put up. What was the name of it? You can type it in there. You know what it was called. But you and I got talking about all that salt, the sodium in that soy sauce that she had marinated that meat in. Well, if you was reading as that video played along, that squid was actually dead, but when they put that soy sauce on it, all that sodium in it made them muscles start moving like that, which made it look like it was live. That's why they called it the dancing squid. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. Oh, man. Yeah, you're in your prime time right now. This is harvest. No, that ain't what she made. Mark, what's going on, brother? Back scratcher has many uses. Oh, come here, Sody. But getting that soda today is not one of them. That usually works, but it's wedged in over there. I'll be back. See there, I didn't get no credit card comments, did I? Let's see. I did take my meds, right? Yes, I did. There ain't no such thing as the best truck stop restaurant. I like finding my little mom and pops. They're the only place that you can get a real restaurant anymore. The Petro, Iron Skillet, or the TA, whatever they call them, those ain't real restaurants no more. They're about a joke. And one's just as bad as the other. some of these places I go to y'all might not like. This little mom and pops that I'm at right now, you can smoke in there. With the way somebody was going on earlier about me smoking in my truck, I know they would just have a fit if they went in a restaurant and they seen people smoking. Oh, JJ, wow. Excuse you, Carlos? Yeah, Mark. You can. And if you will email it to me, I'll let Carlos do something with it. But now you need to let them know what area that's in. And we'll have to get them a little bit of information. You know, when you say students, do they need to have their CDL? Or do they need to have their permit? Do they need to have anything? Just what exactly does it cover? Cutter, what's going on, my brother? Exactly, Paul. Oh, and some of them still have them signs, but they're lying. No, I've been shut down 2 hours now. I need to be thinking about that bed back there. Within 8 hours, I need to be rolling. I take it that's who you drive for. Yeller. Now, do y'all have to hook up all your doubles and stuff, or do the yard people do it? I know with FedEx, you have to break down the dollies or whatever you call that. You have to disconnect the dollies and move them around. But I guess if you're union, that's the yard guy's job, right? No, I can't say that I do, Andrew. Oh, I hear that 2 weeks off. Well, I've got 19 and 19 there, Paul. Huh. Well, I'll ask you some questions about them. How hard is it for somebody to get in the union? When I was down there at the docks, at the port, I should say, I was talking to that boy down there, and he was telling me it would take me years to get on. That you got to go on their temporary call list or whatever, and all this stuff. And then you got to get voted in and all that. So just how hard is it for somebody, say me, to get on? How old of a fella are you, Bad? All right, Carlos, I ain't gonna be on much longer, man. Holler at me, brother. Good night. 31, you in pretty decent shape? You might want to consider talking to my company. We go to California a lot. You'd be running Oklahoma to California. Well, you might go northwest. Gotta put that window up. Put that one down a little bit. He just fired his truck up. You say you used to work for them. Why did you quit working for them, Brad? Larry Williams Trucking, LWT. They got a website and all that stuff. You can put a message on there. Vic is the one that you'll wind up talking to. Just tell him you heard about him from Papa Joe on my channel. He'll know who you're talking about. And just talk to him. See if it's something you're interested in. And you got to have 2 years. You said the other day in that comment when we was talking back and forth, you said you got 3 years, right? Cold haul, as in reefer units? What are you hauling now? You doing reefers? Oh, well, now he ain't gonna lease nobody on over here. He's done been down that road and burnt. Well, now, if you have your own authorities, he might trip some loads out to you. But I was talking about going in as a company driver, not as an owner-operator. What's up, research? That's a hell of a way to make an entrance. All right, Mark, be careful. So you can go to bed my own self. Oh, me, oh my. Oh, pretty good overall. Working my way towards your house. Evidently it wasn't a good day in Mississippi for you. Jim Dunn had one of them last week, I think, down in Laredo. A boy ticketed him for not using the turn signal. Tell you what, Arkansas ain't nothing like it used to be. Neither is Georgia or California. Ohio, none of them are as bad as they used to be. Now, I put that to a bad economy. They can't afford to pay them. And they wasn't making the revenue off of us that they used to. I've got some stories about Ohio I'm here to tell you. Yeah, I was just telling someone else about that bad. He talking about he don't like doing 60 out there. Like, you better get out of my way. I've been known to roll through LA 65, 70 mile an hour and they don't even look at you. Andrew, you be careful, brother. Yeah, me too. I boycotted California for a long time. Well, folks, I'm fixing to have to get off here, go inside and use their necessary room. Then I'm going to call it a night. I'm sure me and Grandma, at least me, will get on before Christmas. Yep. Well, y'all remember that the good Lord loves you. So do I, and Jesus is the reason for the season. It ain't about the presents and all that. It's about the good Lord giving us the ultimate present. He gave us a way out. So, y'all just remember that. Oh no, I'll be back out. I ain't staying home that long. Grandma couldn't handle it. Alright, love y'all. Thanks for coming in. It was a good chat tonight. I enjoyed it. Y'all enjoy your evening. Be careful. Watch the holiday traffic out there because they're not watching you. God bless and good night.